Alright guys, good evening. I just want to do a quick explanation on how I got my BTC buy, why I'm buying BTC. So first of all, I'm going to click on the charts. Yeah, so let's start with monthly time frame. How I do my top down analysis first before going to lower time frame. Although mostly I don't go use monthly time frame, but because of directional bias I'm going to use this monthly time frame. So to explain some things, if you look at BTC on monthly time frame, you find out that BTC is creating higher highs, higher low, higher highs, and so we're expecting it to give us a high, a low here, a low here, then before another high. So since we are expecting it to give us another low on high time on monthly time frame, we are going to look for sell opportunity to come down to this to our buy zone, anywhere we mark out to be our buy zone. First of all, market give us a break of structure here on monthly time frame. So after giving us this break of structure, there is another block here. So after this break of structure, this is another block. So after marking out this other block on monthly time frame, this is the recent high that market created. This is the recent high that market creates on the monthly time frame that BTC creates. So we are going to look for sell opportunity to come to this our zone, around this zone, before we buy again on the monthly time frame. We are going to look for sell opportunity, come down before we buy up again. So now let's go down to weekly time frame. Let me remove this, my break of structure. Yeah, I'm going to use this to be my recent high. Lock, yeah, lock this other block. Yeah, so this is the area we are going to focus on, this zone till it gets to our buy zone. So since we are going to focus here, we are going to look for sell opportunity to sell down to our buy zone before we can buy up. Now let's mark out our key level on weekly time frame. This will be our key level. This is my key level. Let me explain how I got this key level, why I'm using this to be my key level. How I if you do trade support and resistance, or breakout and retest, we find out that when market break a zone, when market break your support resistance zone, come down, gives you a pullback. I made a mistake. This is our two zone, for example. This is our support zone, this is our resistance zone. So if market is buying from here, for example, creating high highs and higher lows, high highs and higher lows, so when market break this our resistance zone, now it will, resistance will turn to support. It will turn to support in the sense that market will come back here, buy up, it will push market up from here. So when market break our resistance zone, it will turn to support, which is breakout and retest too. So how many times did market break, retest to this zone that I mark as my key level? Here, market break it here, market breakout here. Why is this thing doing like this now? Market breakout here, around here. No, let me use this. Market breakout around here. Market breakout around here. Market breakout, then retest, give a pullback here before buying, then coming back to break it. Another time the market break out and retest here, see it again, market retested to this zone again. After breaking, market retest to this zone. So that's how I mark my key level. How many times market retest to that zone, that's how I normally get my key levels. So after marking out here to be my key level, we are going to be expecting a sell from this key level zone down. Now let's go down to daily time frame. So in daily time frame, we find out that market first start creating. I don't want this video to be long, but let me try. The magnet the week. Market start creating higher high, higher low, then create another higher high here. Come back here, break this low, this recent low. So since market break it, give us a high here. Come back, give this low, another high, then before this low. Now let me explain something. Now since market supposed, if market is still in uptrend around this zone, it's supposed to give us, keep creating something like this: high highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low. So this is what market supposed to be creating, but instead market break this zone, break this low. Since markets have break this low, instead market break this low. Since markets have break this low, we are going to start looking for sell opportunity instead of buy, because markets have changed direction from up to down. So we are going to start looking for sell opportunity. Now market give us this high, low, high here, then create this low, another high before this low. So this is what BTC is creating. Wait, up now. Yeah, I don't want this video to be too long. This is what BTC is creating. Push up. So create this low now. We are expecting market to buy up now. Take out this recent high to be this recent high will serve as our inducement liquidity. Market will take it out, react to this zone before we sell down. So since market have break structure here, since markets have shift structure here, this as our liquidity, and this will serve as our POI. This will serve as our POI. So which means that we are going to sell from this key level area, but we are not going to sell immediately. We just wait for market to get to that zone, then give us a shift of market structure shift before we sell from here. This is another block. Remember, this is daily time frame. This other block is too big. That's why we are going to wait for market to get to that zone, then give us a market structure shift before we sell. But we are not, it will take time and days before markets will get to this zone. What I did is just, I have to, after marking out this zone, I have to look for buy opportunity, check where market is reacting from, then before I enter. Market break structure to the upside here, then there is another block here in the lower time frame. This will serve as my other block, then this is our liquidity. Market react to this zone before buying. So to join this buy, what we are going to do is just, we have gotten where market is reacting from. We are going to go down to lower time frame, look for buy opportunity, to go up to this zone. To market get to this zone before we sell again. So since we are expecting market to buy from here to this zone, what we are going to do is just go down to lower time frame, look for buy opportunity. Daily time frame 4 hours is not giving us a clear view to enter. What we are going to do is just go down to lower time frame. In 1 hour time frame, market give us a break of structure here. We are going to focus around this side. Why? Because we are looking for buy opportunity. We have gotten where market is reacting from. So we are going to focus in this area. But before I got my buy, markets have not made this move. Remember, I cleared my chart before I start analyzing. So markets have not made this move. And before I start this video, some people will use here to be their breaker block. Fine and good. Remember, there is an FVG here. So some people will use here as their breaker block. Fine, because market break structure here. But me, I do refine to lower time frame. Let's go down to 15 minutes time frame. So in 15 minutes time frame, when I come down to 15 minutes time frame, I find out that there is a pullback here. So if I'm using that 1 hour breaker block, markets have already mitigated here. So I'm not going to use it again. Market give me a break of structure here, and there is a breaker block here on 15 minutes time frame. So some people use this to be their entry. Fine, it is perfect. You can use this to be your entry. But me, I do like refining my entry till I get perfect setup that I need. So I need to go down to 5 minutes time frame. How I got my entry, and they give me a sniper. If you look at this zone, after this break of structure, wait, let me switch to trend. Market is creating higher highs and higher lows here. This is a trend line liquidity. This is a trend line liquidity. So market needs to take out this trend line liquidity. But remember, markets have not taken out this trend line, all of this trend line liquidity. Market gets to this zone before selling. So since market gets to this level before selling, what I did is just, if I analyze now, my TP will be to clear this trend line liquidity. To clear this trend line liquidity. For market to clear this trend line liquidity, I do use line pattern anytime I want to mark my trend line liquidity. To get my trend line, to draw my trend line, I use chart pattern. So now let's switch back to candle. This is my trend line. This is our break of structure. This will be our liquidity. You can enter here. Fine, you can use this zone to be your entry. Fine, for me, I do more refine. I go down to 15 minutes because I do prefer market giving me a sniper entry. So in 15 minutes time frame, market gives us this structure. This is a break of structure here on 15 minutes time frame. Then this is a breaker block here. So this is a breaker block. This is a breaker of structure. And when trading a breaker block, it says that rules of picking your point of interest in when trading a breaker block, it needs to pass through an FVG. This is the FVG. Your POI must not be mitigated. This POI have not been mitigated. 2, it needs to have a break of structure. It needs to trigger a market structure shift or break of structure. Fine. So this is our break of structure. So I mark this zone to be my breaker block, 5 minutes breaker block. After marking out this 5 minutes breaker block to be my entry, I'm going to use this 5 minutes breaker block to be my entry. That's how I got my entry. I will show you guys the setup. This is the chart before. Where is it? 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 Where is the chart? Where is the chart? Where is the chart? Yeah. This is it. This is the trend line. This is my setup before. I shared this setup with a few of my friends. So this is it. This is my setup. So before market trigger, this is my setup. This thing there now. Here is my trading view. I don't want this video to be long. Open. So this 15 minutes time frame will 5 minutes breaker will be where my entry will be. But if you notice, I use on my entry, I put my entry to be 101400. Yeah, I use this to be my entry. Then my SL little bit below here. So this will be my SL. Let's go to higher time frame, 15 minutes time frame. Yeah, this is my entry. Then my TP, I target 550. So this is what I use to be my TP, ISL here. So this is the setup. This is how I got the setup. Nothing much. So I'm going to be looking for more buy till I get to this my sell zone before I can sell BTC again. So if market give me a good structure now, I add more position. Then if market hit my first TP, this my TP, I close, look for another structure to continue the buy. So nothing much. I don't see anything much in this. I hope this video is well explained. If you have any question, just drop it in the comment section. I will attend to it. Nothing much. Good luck.